Well, the big question seems to be that biosecurity is really a global problem. And how are we going to get diverse groups of people around the world to work together to solve the big problems, challenges of biosecurity? We've got developing nations, we've got the big agriculture producers like the United States that are exporting a lot of goods. We know that developing nations are more at risk. Biosecurity puts a lot of the United States crops at risk. We're big food producers. What can we do? How can we get people working together? So, I know one of you guys just had an idea right before I started speaking. Scarlett, what was your idea?
I don't know if this really works, but there could be kind of like, there could be like these videos for like, there's kind of different ones in different nations, but would show kind of like the effects biosecurity has on the ecosystem.
Negative effects.
Negative effects
Okay.
biosecurity would have.
Raise,
Like before and after.
like raise awareness of the negative effects of
Or
biosecurity,
just so they can try and encourage them to help stop biosecurity.
Okay.
or improve biosecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think so.
Okay. Sam?
So, if you want to raise like worldwide awareness, could you kind of have like the United Nations talk about it, like the UN, kind of talk about biosecurity for different nations, and some things that they talked about could be maybe released on the news or something, so like people will know that we're trying to improve biosecurity in all these different countries, and that would really help the whole world, kind of.
Okay. Now, how can we be like futuristic in raising awareness?
Well, you could start a DNR database and have local DNRs of many of the other nations.
Racine?
Raise awareness in their city, so it would be as a vast majority of a group, a small population, so.
So kind of a network of global DNRs? Okay.
And maybe some of the workers could go into schools and raise awareness for the kids. They might spread it on to their families.
Okay. Thinking about the research we did about Australia, and I think maybe it was New Zealand, about how they were getting everybody involved, not just governments and, let's say, agriculture people, but they were even getting like citizens setting traps in their backyard. Anybody want to speak to anything related to that?
I'm trying to think.
Well, if you wanted, like, I don't know, but you could, like, if you do, like, somehow if you find, like, some type of, like, say, like, some type of invasive groundhog or something, like, you could put, like, what were you gonna say? Like, you could put, like, a camera on it or something and then find out, like, where it came from. Yeah, like, where its nesting spots are, and, like, then you can find out, like, certain things it likes, and then you can kind of like use that to find areas that may have the groundhogs. Yeah, you could also find where like all the other groundhogs are. Yeah.
And then you could,
Yeah, or like what they eat. You could find like this, like one of the main sources of what they eat, and like maybe they might be in that area or something.
Racine, can you talk a little bit about the solution that you thought of with the app?
Oh, yeah, so I thought of this solution where there could be an app, and if you're in the forest or if you're anywhere and you see like a plant or something, or like even an animal, and you think that it's like it could be invasive, then you can take a picture of it, and there would be this big database that lists all the native plants and animals and non-native
Okay. How about your bioschmoo solution? Does anybody want to talk about bioschmoo?
Well, we thought about, so the SHMOO conference is a conference where many of tech workers could come together to talk about things. And I thought if we did a bioschmoo, it could bring other specialists in, and they could all talk about solutions and what we can do to improve our global biosecurity.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap this up and keep on brainstorming.